It's time for English on the Go, which means you're going to listen to Jordan's full clip where she talks to us about empathy and how important she thinks it is. And she uses one of my favorite expressions, and that is put yourself in someone else's shoes. So let's take a look at her clip.
Just one egg nature.
Are you ready? Go!
Something I always insist on is empathy. There is a saying that goes, you should seek first to understand, then seek to be understood. And whether it's something trivial like a restaurant getting your order wrong, or something more serious like a fight with a family member or a spouse, if you take time to be empathetic and put yourself in another person's shoes, then it becomes so much easier to reach a solution to any problem you might have. Not to mention, by being empathetic, other people will want to be empathetic towards you. It's important to realize that everybody has a reason for acting the way they do, and by understanding each other, we can better help one another.
핵심 단어들부터 공부하고 이어가겠습니다. 자, 첫 번째, 고집하다, 주장하다, insist. 오늘의 질문 속에서 나왔었죠? insist, 그리고 공감 또는 감정이입, empathy라고 해요. 그 다음 찾다, 노력하다, seek인데요. 아픈이라고 하는 sick하고 발음 구분 잘 해주시면 좋겠습니다. 발음 연습해 볼게요.
I insist that you take this time to please repeat after me because it will help your English tremendously. Okay, the first one is insist. 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 The next one is empathy. 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 Seek. 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 Let's look at some more vocabulary words.
그 다음으로는 사소한이라는 뜻의 trivial이 나오고요. 배우자, spouse, 그리고 공감하는 empathy의 형용사 형태로 empathetic 등장합니다. 발음 연습해 볼게요.
Trivial. 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 Spouse. 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 Empathetic. 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 Perfect. We've gone over the vocabulary words, so let's take a look at Jordan's clip again. This time there will be English subtitles, so look out for those vocabulary words. Let's watch.
Something I always insist on is empathy. There is a saying that goes, you should seek first to understand, then seek to be understood. And whether it's something trivial like a restaurant getting your order wrong, or something more serious like a fight with a family member or a spouse, if you take time to be empathetic and put yourself in another person's shoes, then it becomes so much easier to reach a solution to any problem you might have. Not to mention, by being empathetic, other people will want to be empathetic towards you. It's important to realize that everybody has a reason for acting the way they do, and by understanding each other, we can better help one another.
Those were some very wise words that you spoke, Jordan.
Yeah.
And I have to say that it's some very good advice as well.
그 empathy를 나중에 풀어서 설명한 부분에서 understanding someone, understanding each other 이게 empathy를 다른 말로 설명할 수 있는 방법이죠.
Because, you can just say, huh?
Yeah, so go ahead.
Oh, no, you go first.
Yeah, so I think it's a good way to just put empathy in other words. Understanding each
For
other.
sure, understanding each other, understanding others.
그리고 맹 선생님이 아까 영상을 소개하실 때 마음에 드는 표현이라고 했던 게 put yourself
In someone else's shoes.
네.
That's the definition of empathy because you're understanding their situation.
그렇죠. 그 사람 상황에 한번 처해 보면 나도 이해가 될 텐데 영화에는 이런 재밌는 표현이 있더라고요. 그 사람 신발 속으로 들어가 봐라. 즉 그 사람 신발을 신어 봐라. 그러면 그 자리가 어떤 자리인지 아니면 그 상황에서 당신은 어떻게 행동할 것인지 생각할 수 있다. 이런 말이 있죠. 오케이, 자 그럼 첫 번째 문장부터 공부해 볼게요.
Something I always insist on is empathy. There is a saying that goes, you should seek first to understand, then seek to be understood.
Something I always insist on is empathy.
Something I always insist on is empathy라고 했습니다. 고집하다, 주장하다.
Insist. Insist.
주장하다라고 할 때는요. insist that 어떤 것이 어떻다고.
I insist that you please give me $10.
이거는 이제 제가 해야 한다고 주장하는 거죠.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I insist that that's wrong
Oh.
of you to ask for money that I don't owe you.
Okay.
이렇게
Whatever.
서로 대화를 나눌 수가 있어요. 그런데 insist on 하고 뒤에 이제 동사 ing를 쓰게 되면은 뭐뭐를 한다 하는 것에 대해서 고집을 피우다, 꼭 그렇게 하겠다고 고집하다라는 말이 됩니다. 물론 동사 대신에 명사를 쓸 수도 있는데 여기서는 명사가 쓰여서 바로 something I always insist on is
Empathy.
네.
Empathy.
empathy라는 거는 공감, 감정이입을 뜻해요. sympathy하고 헷갈리기 쉬운데
Right. It's
네.
a bit different. Sympathy is just you're like, oh, okay, I understand your situation. I hope it gets better.
네.
But empathy is you actually understand that mind that they have. Right.
sympathy는 맞아요. 비슷한 부분도 있어요.
Yeah,
그
they're
사람의 네, 상황을 이해하고 힘들겠다. 연민.
I'm sorry.
네, I feel sorry for you.
Yeah.
이런 느낌.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to hear that.
I'm
이런
sorry.
느낌. 이게 이제 sympathy의 어떤 범위라면 empathy는 그 사람을 진짜로 더 깊이 있게 이해하는
Yeah.
느낌이 듭니다.
You actually understand that situation.
네.
Yeah.
경우에 따라서는 sympathy와 empathy가 같은 뜻으로 쓰이는 경우도 있어요.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
It happens. It just depends.
네, 그래서 공감, 감정, 이입. 여러분 잘 알고 계시는 그 외래 텔레파시 있잖아요. 텔레파시.
Oh, telepathy?
텔레파시도 이 pathy가 이제 그 사람의
Feeling, right?
느낌, 생각을 멀리서 텔레가 멀리니까 멀리서 느끼는 건데 empathy는 네, 내가 감정이입을 해서 공감하는 거예요. 첫 번째 문장으로 단어 2개를 설명드렸고요. 바로 다음 문장은
There's a saying that goes, you should seek first to understand, then seek to be understood.
이런 표현이 있죠 하면서 there is a saying that goes. saying 하면 말하기 정도가 되겠지만 원래 saying에는 어떤 말, 속담이나 격언이나
Yeah, it could be some type of idiom or really famous quote that people say all the time.
네.
Just something that a lot of people might have heard about.
네, 거기에는 여러 가지 그 종류의 말들이 포함이 되어 있어요. proverb 하면은 딱 속담에만 국한시키는 것이고,
Right.
quote 하면은 진짜 누군가
It's just a
유명한
quote.
사람이 한 말을 네, 인용한 거고요. 근데 그걸 다 합친 말이 바로
Saying.
수거까지도 idiom까지도 saying에 들어갑니다.
Anything.
네, 이런 말이 있습니다 하면서 you should
Seek first to understand.
네.
Seek.
seek 하는 것은 찾다 또는 뭐뭐 하려고 노력하다. 특히 seek to 하면은 노력하다는 말이 있어요. 그래서 그 취업을 하려고 직업을 구하고 있는 구직자들을
Job seeking. They
네.
are job seeking. They are job seekers. the
Exactly.
People.
Yeah. So the act is job seeking,
Seeking.
and the person is a
Job
job seeker.
seeker.
거기에 나옵니다. 그래서 숨바꼭질에도 쓰이죠. Hide and seek.
Seek. Oh,
한
yeah.
사람은 숨고 한 사람은 찾는 거예요.
They're looking for you, right?
네.
They're seeking you out.
네.
Where are you?
그게 이제 seek의 기본적인 배경 정보고요. You should seek first to understand, then seek to be understood. 이해 받으려고 하기보다는 먼저 이해를 하려고 노력해야 된다라는 말이 있죠.
That is awesome. Let's look at the next part.
And whether it's something trivial like a restaurant getting your order wrong, or something more serious like a fight with a family member or a spouse.
And whether it's something trivial like a restaurant getting your order wrong,
그리고 그것이 뭐뭐이던 간에 A이던 간에 B이던 간에 그래서 whether it's A or B 그 중에서 A까지만 지금 들어보는 거예요. Whether it's something
trivial, trivial.
네 사소한
Yeah, 사소한. It's not that important. It's just trivial, right?
맞아요.
It's not important.
그래서 어떤 잡다한 상식을 퀴즈로 내는 것을 트리비아라고 해요.
Oh yeah, trivia, right? They're just small facts. They're not really, important to know for like life.
네네네.
Just little small facts.
맞아요. 트리비아 자체는 그런 사소한 사실들이고 트리비아 퀴즈라고 해가지고 네, 그런 잡다한 상식들에 대한 퀴즈를 내는 걸 말하죠. 그래서 trivial이라고 다시 돌아오면 사소한이라는 형용사 something trivial like a restaurant getting your order wrong 식당 가서 주문했는데 주문 잘못 나온 것과 같은 그런 사소한 것이든
Or B is or something more serious like a fight with a family member or a spouse.
여기에서 발음이 어떻게 되냐면 or something more serious like a fight with 다음에 어가 정말 짧았어요.
Yeah. With a family member.
Yeah.
With a family member.
With a family member 이렇게 안 했습니다. With a family member 그래서 그냥 with family member처럼 잘못 들을 수도 있는데 당연히 어가 필요해요. 그래서 아니면 가족이나 or a
Spouse.
네,
Spouse.
배우자와의 fight과 같은 싸움과 같은 something more serious 좀 더 심각한 것이든지 간에 오케이.
Let's look at the next part.
If you take time to be empathetic and put yourself in another person's shoes, then it becomes so much easier to reach a solution to any problem you might have. Not to mention, by being empathetic, other people will want to be empathetic towards you.
If you take time to be empathetic and put yourself in another person's shoes,
If you take time to 시간을 내서 일부러 그렇게 하는 걸 말해요. 그냥 우연히 하게 되는 거 말고 take time to. Thank you for taking time to meet me.
oh, yes. And you guys make sure you take time to study English every day
네.
because it'll really help.
네, 시간을 내서 누군가를 만나고 시간을 내서 일부러 공부를 하시잖아요. 그렇게 이제 take time to be
Empathetic.
네.
Empathetic.
empathy를 가지는 것이 바로 empathetic 공감을 하는. 그래서 공감을 일부러 하고 and put yourself in another person's shoes라고 했어요.
To put yourself in another person's shoes.
또는 someone's shoes.
Or someone's shoes, yeah. You just have to understand them. Think about their situation and maybe why they did what they did.
네, 그래서 그 사람 입장에서 생각해 보다라고 번역하시면 거의 맞습니다. 그래서
Yeah.
그런 시간을 가진다면 또는 시간을 내서 일부러 노력해서 공감을 하고 그 사람의 입장에 생각을 해본다면,
Then it becomes so much easier to reach a solution to any problem you might have.
여러분이 가지고 있을 수도 있는 또는 여러분이 겪게 될 수도 있는 어떤 문제에 대해서도 reach a solution, 해결책에 도달하는 게 it becomes so much easier. 훨씬 더 쉬워진대요.
For sure. And she tells us more. She says, not to mention, by being empathetic, other people will want to be empathetic towards you.
Not to mention이라는 것은 뒤에 나오는 내용은 말할 것도 없고요. 물론 이렇기도 하고요라는 말이고요. By being empathetic, 공감을 함으로써 내가 공감하는 사람이 됨으로써 other people will want to be empathetic.
Towards you.
다른 사람들도 나에게 공감을 해주려고 할 것이다.
That's very true.
I think it's true.
Because when they see you trying to understand them, they'll try to understand you.
Yeah, unless they're super selfish.
Oh, okay. Then don't be friends with them.
Even then they will change.
Oh, yeah, sometimes. Let's look at the next part.
It's important to realize that everybody has a reason for acting the way they do, and by understanding each other, we can better help one another.
It's important to realize that everybody has a reason for acting the way they do.
It's important to realize 깨닫는 것이 중요합니다. That everybody has a reason. 모두가 이유가 있다는 것을 깨닫는 것이 중요합니다. Reason for acting the way they do. The way they do에서 do는 바로 the way they
Act.
네, act를 두 번 쓰기 싫으니까 do로 네, 대체했어요. 그래서 어떤 행동을 하는 데에는 누구나 이유가 있다는 걸 깨닫는 게 중요해요. 이 문장 같은 경우에는 굉장히 좋은 문장이라서 여러분 통째로 그냥 외우셔도 좋을 것 같아요.
Yeah, just memorize it the way it is, and it's one that you can definitely use a lot. It's very helpful.
Yeah, in many situations.
So let's look at the last part of this sentence, and that is, and by understanding each other, we can better help one another.
그리고 by understanding each other, 서로를 이해함으로써 그 사람이 왜 이런 행동을 하는지를 알므로써 we can better help one another. 여러분 each other하고 one another가 있는데요. 둘 다 서로라고 번역이 되지만 each other 하면 보통 두 사람일 때.
Yeah, there's like two people only, or maybe we're a group. It's a set group, right? Like classmates in a class.
Yeah.
Let's help each other. But one another just literally means in whatever situation.
네.
Right? Help one another, the other person.
그리고 두 명은 안 써요.
Yeah.
It has to be more than two people. It has to be three or more people.
Sometimes, yes.
Yeah, always one another. 둘일 때는 each other 쓰는 게 맞는데
Right.
가끔씩 그냥 습관상 나올 때도 있죠. one another가. 그래서 서로를 더 잘 도와줄 수 있습니다. We can better help one another 또는 we can help one another better,
Better.
도 똑같은 의미예요.
Perfect. Since we've gone over everything she said, let's review and look at her clip again.
Something I always insist on is empathy. There is a saying that goes, you should seek first to understand, then seek to be understood. And whether it's something trivial like a restaurant getting your order wrong, or something more serious like a fight with a family member or a spouse, if you take time to be empathetic and put yourself in another person's shoes, then it becomes so much easier to reach a solution to any problem you might have. Not to mention, by being empathetic, other people will want to be empathetic towards you. It's important to realize that everybody has a reason for acting the way they do, and by understanding each other, we can better help one another.